What's up, my oil lab? Dr. Jeff and Megan, and we couldn't be more excited for the oil today. This has been a staple for me personally for probably the last 10 years. I've used it almost every single day, and bergamot is one of my all-time favorite essential oils.
It's really unique, actually. The fruit itself, it looks like a lime and an orange just combined together. It has all these like warts and brain-looking
It looks like a
fruits.
brain.
Yeah, it totally does. But it is a special citrus fruit. Now, although it is a bitter fruit, it produces a sweet essential oil, and it comes all the way from the coast of Calabria, Italy, which is so cool. It's from this region for a couple of reasons: for the acidic soil and just the fresh sea air that environment produces. And Italians have been using bergamot for years for many, many reasons: for rejuvenating skin, for feelings of reducing stress, tension, applying it as a cologne, which is in a lot of colognes. It's the base note in perfumes and colognes all over the world. It is a wonderful essential oil, and they also use it for a sweet treat, the fruit itself. They eat it, they put it in their desserts. It's amazing.
You've probably ingested bergamot before because it's one of the main ingredients in Earl Grey tea, which when we say that to people, they're like, holy smokes, I didn't even know that it's in Earl Grey. But anyway, bergamot is such a cool oil. And what I love about it the most is the chemistry. Because as we know, all citrus fruits, the oil is pressed from the rind of the fruit. It's the only essential oil that's cold pressed, meaning they take the rinds and they press the rind to squeeze the oil out. It's a very labor-intensive process, and it takes roughly 45 to 65 peels of an individual citrus fruit just to make one 15 milliliter bottle of oil or 250 drops of oil. So it's a very labor-intensive process. It's a very cool process to produce citrus essential oils. Now, bergamot is very unique because most of the other citrus oils have a high concentration, upwards of 90% to 95% concentration of the molecule limonene. Limonene emotionally and physically is very energizing and very uplifting to both our mind and our body. However, bergamot is so cool and so unique. I have the numbers in front of me, but bergamot contains only 27% limonene, 29% linalool, which we see in a lot of the calming essential oils because linalool is very calming to the tissues of our body, our nervous system, and our emotions. And then 30% linalool acetate, which is also in calming oils like lavender. So we get the 27% limonene for that emotionally and energizing feel. However, the majority of the chemistry of bergamot is calming molecules to our body, to our mind, to our nervous system, making this essential oil incredibly powerful for any time you just want to feel better while calm. You want to have greater amounts of focus. Bergamot is the most wonderful oil to use for this. Now, there's 48 other molecules that make up the remaining 14% chemistry of this oil. So the diversity is incredible. And if you want to know where we get these numbers from, the essential oils that we use, the GCMS or the mass spectrometry gas chromatogram, are all public knowledge. So we can pull up the individual oil that we're holding in our hand, plug in the lot number, and it's going to pull up the exact testing of that oil that you're holding and give you the chemistry. You can find this at source2you.com. However, with all that being said, we love bergamot for all of those reasons: physically, emotionally calming, but also gives us enough energy where we aren't going to fall asleep.
Right. So a couple of great ways to use bergamot, and we encourage you guys to start using it, diffusing it. Like Jeff said, anytime you feel tension or like anxiousness, even in the air, in the room, if you're working at your workspace, start diffusing bergamot to relieve any kind of tension, bitterness in the air. Go ahead, babe.
A recent study was done in mental health care facilities, a 2017 study, and they were diffusing bergamot in the waiting room of mental health facilities. Now, if you're a patient of mental health, you're going in there for things like depression, for anxiety, for emotions that you need help with controlling. And they diffused bergamot in the waiting room, and they had the patients wait for at least 15 minutes, breathing in bergamot. And after they did that and they took the test, all of their scores showed an improvement in happiness, a lesson of anxious feelings and depressed feelings, making bergamot a wonderful oil emotionally in that regard.
Yeah, it's awesome. You can also use it in your daily skin routine. So if you're looking for different ways to help purify your skin, use bergamot, add it to your moisturizer every day. You can also use it topically like Jeff does every day, all day long in his cologne blend. I love it as a women's perfume blend as well, adding it with your other favorite essential oils to get that calming yet uplifting feelings that bergamot brings to you. Now, if you like ingesting essential oils like Jeff does, add bergamot to your favorite beverage. It can be water. It can be your tea. You can do just warm water, like a hot tea without the tea, and just 2 drops of bergamot. It is awesome. It's so good for you guys.
Or your cocktail.
I was going to say that, but you know.
If you found value in this video, please share it. Please comment. If you have not used bergamot, please get it. It's a wonderful oil. You'll be obsessed with it like we are. And if you have any questions about bergamot at all, how to use it, what it's good for, please comment below. We love you guys, and we'll see you on the next video.